Y'all, can I tell you about these Tecovas boots? I don't know if y'all know this, but these boots are handmade, high quality, stylish, and comfortable right out of the box. I know we buy everything online these days, but boots are something you really should get fitted for. And it just so happens Tecovas is based right here in Austin. So come shop with me at the Tecova store on South Congress or the Domain. That's TECOVAS.com. Don't go gently, y'all. Today on CityCast Austin, we are celebrating National Tequila Day with Sushmita Malakar, a local mixologist. And it is about way more than just margaritas. We're talking infused tequilas, Austin tequilas, and how to make what I am sure is about to be your new favorite drink. CityCast Austin is brought to you by our exclusive launch sponsor, Tecovas. It's Wednesday, July 24th. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hi, Sushmita.
Hi. How are you doing, Nikki?
I am great. Sushmita is a mixologist and social media powerhouse. So, okay, first of all, happy National Tequila Day.
Same to you, my favorite day.
Today we're talking about how to celebrate this fantastic holiday in Austin. Sushmita, would you say you're a qualified expert?
I love tequila. I have read so much about tequila and I think, tasted a lot. So I think, yes, an expert, but I am sure there are a lot of people who are making tequilas for so long and are the crafters who bring the amazing tequilas that we sip today.
I'll take that as a yes. I think that's a yes. So give me just a tiny bit about your background.
I always used to experiment with drinks, and I used to blog a lot about drinks and also posting recipes, posting pictures on my Instagram. And that's how I got, noticed by a brand, alcohol brand. And I think there was no looking back. And I went to the bartending school in New York. I then, worked there a couple of months, and that's how it started.
I love that at every single party, you have the person that plays bartender. You have the person that's like, I got it. I made this drink up. I got it. I used to be that person at the parties, and now, I've been replaced by my niece, which is great because she comes up. But I love that it's it started off you just being like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to make drinks. I'm going to put it on Instagram. And now this is your gig. I love that.
Thank you.
Can you briefly tell us where tequila comes from, or how it's made?
Okay, so tequila is, it comes from Mexico, of course. So 100% agave is what a tequila is made of. That's how it's distilled. And then there are types of tequilas based on how they are aged. If you're in Texas and if you're not drinking good tequila and good margaritas, what's the point of being, in Texas?
Well, we like to listen. We like to think that it is a Texas drink too. Because
yes.
I feel like even places that you wouldn't think have margaritas have a margarita.
That's true.
I mean,
that's
it's
true.
they know better. They need to have it. So the first way to celebrate, it's hot. We don't want to go anywhere. So give us an idea of how we can celebrate at home.
Let's do something which is a boozy snack, you can drink and eat it. So let's do this. If you have watermelon, and watermelon is everywhere in Texas right now, it's summers, just get watermelon from the store, either a full watermelon, cut it into sticks or cubes, anything works. I don't need to have a perfect shape. Freeze it. And then once it's frozen, either grate it or crush it like ice in a blender. You have shaved watermelon with you. Now add a shot of your favorite tequila to it, a little bit of chamoy, and sprinkle it with tahini and squeeze a little bit of lime. So this is something an adult shaved ice, and I promise you, you are not going to regret making this. This is like a sweet, fruity, savory, spicy. It has got everything and it's boozy. So let's call it the Austin summer.
Okay, so full disclosure, I both hate watermelon and tequila.
Oh.
I know, but that sounds delicious.
So I also personally am not a watermelon fan because I believe that it's way too sweet for me. I don't know. So recently I was making a drink and I added like pink salt to it, and it just changed the whole taste of watermelon. It's like it's very different, and that's how like and Chimoy is like
Chamoy
I
is
don't know.
so
It's the
good.
best thing. Yeah,
It's
it's the
so
best
good.
thing.
It's you should put chamoy. If you are not already putting chamoy on everything you own, and like specifically fruit, if you're not putting chamoy on every fruit you eat, I don't know what's happening in your life because it's so
I
good.
know, I know. It's such a tropical thing. Like just put it on mango. It's such a delicious snack for you. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, okay, say there's another person out there like me. I don't know, maybe there's two of us that that don't like tequila. Is there another drink like off top of your head that you can think of that maybe you would like other than a margarita, because everybody loves a margarita. Who doesn't love a margarita? But that you would recommend?
Yeah, so I know everyone loves tequila, but if you have friends like Nikki who don't know, don't really enjoy tequila, so let's make this at home. Keep it in our fridge. So we are going to infuse tequila with pretty good things. Grilling season, grill 3 to 4 slices of pineapple. Grill two serrano peppers, and then put them in a very clean mason jar and then cover that with a good 100% agave blanco tequila or also uh, a reposado tequila. So, and then let it infuse for 24 hours minimum. So once you infuse that, like keep it in a cool, dark place, like the refrigerator is the best place. Stir it, like shake the mason jar for like a couple of seconds every now and then. Not now and then, like probably every 6 to 7 hours or whenever you are opening your fridge. And then strain this tequila out in a clean bottle. And this is, trust me, it's going to be an amazing drink with which you can either make margarita or just enjoy it with a nice soda or just sip it with ice.
That sounds delicious. Okay, wait a minute. Back up. How long do we leave the things in the tequila before we strain it?
Okay, so minimum 24 hours. And I think 2 to 3 days is a good time. Like, and if you are not a fan of pineapple peppers, like wash some nice fruits, like let's do blueberries. Wash it really well, like really
What?
well, because you're infusing your tequila with it. So wash it well, cut it into half, 1.5 cup of blueberry and 1.5 cup of tequila. That's like a good ratio, 1:1 ratio. And let it see for like the fruit infusions, they are like really nice, 2 to 3 hours, and you're having a very nice flavored tequila, infused tequila without any added sugar, without any added preservative. It's just so delicious. You can do either like any fruits that you like. I love doing blueberries. I love doing prickly pear. That's a very nice fruit. Peel it, cut it into quarters, and repeat the process. Just make sure your fruits are washed, and whatever bottles you are using, they are very clean, and also strain them very well before you consume.
So with like, do you suggest like cheesecloth straining?
Cheesecloth straining, yes.
Okay.
Strainer and cheesecloth.
Okay. And so once you have your nice, delicious prickly pear or blueberry vodka, how long does it keep?
who keeps delicious tequila for a long time, but like I do suggest that whenever you are making something so fresh, keep it in the fridge and consume it within 7 to 14 days. That's a good time. But they, since it's alcohol, like it's gonna stay for longer.
You might have me convinced. I'm definitely going to try the prickly pear because that is in particular for me. I'm like, that, I can see how that might be good. Now, you mentioned earlier when you were talking to us about it, about infusing a good agave tequila. So I
100% agave, yeah.
100% agave. So can you tell us about, I know there are different types, but the ones that I hear all the time is anejo, reposado, and blanco. Can you tell us about these types and what the difference is?
Blanco is, in Spanish, it means white, correct? So Blanco is a clear tequila. And the reason it's clear is because it has not been aged. So once it's made, like it's distilled, it's immediately bottled. So that's why it's like Blanco is the youngest of all tequila. And I think it's bottled within like 2 months. Like that's the maximum aging. And Blanco tequila is like it's the purest form of tequila because it has no other flavor. When you sip it, you are only going to taste 100% agave. It's very plant kind of grassy smell and grassy taste to it. So that's your Blanco tequila. Now, if your tequila is then taken out, distilled, and it's either aged in steel barrels or oak barrels, you get your reposado. Reposado means rested. So, reposado is a rested tequila, which is rested in these barrels for, say, around 2 months to 12 months. So, less than a year, that's aged. So if you have seen reposado tequila, it's like it gets its colors from the wooden oak barrel. Then we come to añejo. So if you age your tequila for more than 1 year but less than 3 years, you get añejo. And añejo is super super smooth. It's dark amber in color, and it's one of those tequilas with which you are not going to make a cocktail. Trust me, it's so smooth, it's delicious, and it has so many flavors, so many complex notes to it that you just want to sip it over ice. And then there is extra anejo, which is like it has been aged minimum of 3 years. So I have seen tequilas which have been aged for around 10 years too.
When you said, when you say put it over ice, it's like I get this burning
Hmm.
feeling in my throat, but I think it's because I don't know if I've had that kind of smooth tequila.
So if you have to like spot a good tequila, always read the label that it's 100% agave. So there are no added sugars. And you know that you are always tasting the authentic tequila. If you're doing a blanco, tasting a blanco tequila, it's clear. You will not have any synthetic flavoring to it. The blanco tequila will always have a plant like grassy smell, and also a little bit of citrus, like that comes with the distillation. But it will never give you a harsh burning sensation.
So we want to make sure that we're always looking for 100% agave. The CityCast Austin team went on a tequila tasting,
Oh
so we
wow.
could prepare for science, because that is the kind of that's
Research that goes into it.
that's the kind of research and sacrifice we do here at CityCast Austin. Our producer Alyssa and Eva Ruth, they could taste the differences. You could like Alyssa would be like, "Oh, I smell vanilla. Or I smell caramel." I'm like, "I smell liquor." I don't. But it's just Kelsey and I were like struggling. So I think it's. I mean,
Aw.
I think you're right. It's like I think if you take the time to try to like pull everything out, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You get those nice, like there was one that we had that I think was in the Neho, and it tasted like caramel, and it blew my
Yes.
mind. It blew my mind. So let's talk local. Let's talk local because we want to make sure that we bring it back to Austin, of course. So, what are some different tequila brands that are made right here?
There are, I mean, not a lot of tequila that are made in Austin. Like, of course, there are a lot of tequila in Texas, but we'll talk about the few. I think we all have seen Dulce Vida in bars. Yeah. So that's like our Austin brand. Love it. And the fact that they also have infused flavors tequila, like you will find pineapple, you'll find, I think, grapefruit, lime, and those pretty flavors.
They have a jalapeno one too, I think.
Yes, yes. And those flavors are like those blanco tequilas are amazing for making margaritas. You don't have to do any extra efforts. Just make your margaritas with those tequila and poof, you will have like the best time of your life drinking those. Then then there is Tequila 512. I don't know if you have seen that. They are also really nice. It's 512. It's Austin. And there is one more tequila brand. It's La Casa.
La Casa with a Z or a S? La Casa?
With a Z. La Casa.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I have not heard of them.
Yeah, so you'll find them at the liquor stores, and they say that they are crafted in Mexico, and it tastes really delicious.
So if you're new, okay, so if someone is a fresh, new starting drinker, would you recommend starting with a Blanco?
No, because
No.
Blanco is it's. I mean, it's good for mixing drinks. Yes.
Okay.
Definitely. But if you have to sip on, like, don't start with a Blanco because you will probably start hating tequila that, oh my God, this is not something I want to drink.
So let's talk about how to celebrate National Tequila Day out and about in Austin. First I got to ask you, what's coming. What are your top 3 margaritas in town?
Most of the restaurants in Austin will not disappoint. But if you're looking for something very different, here are some suggestions that I'll really recommend. If you have been to Suerte on 6th Street, Suerte on 6th Street is a very nice fine dine Mexican restaurant, and they have tamarind margarita. I come from India, and tamarind is one of the staples, we put it in almost everything. That tamarind margarita is, I mean, just go to Suerte for that. Suerte on 6th Street. Then there is Fresas on 1st Street, South 1st Street. They have avocado margarita.
The first time I had an avocado margarita was at Cura's. Somebody was like, oh, it's an avocado margarita. I was like, that sounds disgusting. I don't want that. And, and then I had it. It is delicious. It's delicious. Does it make it healthier? Can I use that excuse to drink it? No, okay.
Never drink alcohol for the health aspect or whatever, but always drink it for the taste. So avocado is it's fat, correct? It's a good fat, and it makes your drink smoother, a lot smoother. And if you are using Blanco tequila, it just absorbs the avocado so well that you get a very smooth, creamy margarita at the end.
It's so good. It's so good. Did we invent that? I feel like we invented that. Austinite.
We might, because we are so health conscious with our food. Probably, yes. We want to make our cocktails healthy. Finally, this is like, these are some draft cocktails that you get at Bar Peached. Bar Peached, they have this margarita, they're peached. And the good thing, they infuse their tequila in-house, and it is infused with Thai basil and habanero. I can't even start to explain that how good that is, because spicy, yes, but then so herby because of the Thai basil. It's one of the best.
That sounds like herby, like herbs and like savory.
Savory, yes. And that margarita is really, really good.
Okay, so we got Suerte, that's the tamarind margarita, we got Fresas, that's the avocado margarita, and then we got Bar Peach.
Margarita the Peached. That's on their draft cocktail menu.
Oh my God, that sounds delicious. Any favorite flavors? If you're pairing a margarita with like dinner, right? Like Do you have any favorite flavors that you like to combine? Like if you're eating this type of meal, this margarita or this tequila goes better with this type of meal. Do you have any recommendations along that line?
For the margaritas, like if you're doing the regular lime, agave, orange liquor, and tequila, like that margarita, your classic margarita, go for lighter food with lighter flavors so that you can enjoy both your margarita and your food. So fish tacos, that's something that I really suggest goes well with a classic margarita. And if you're sitting at a dinner table, you're eating a nice steak, or if you're in Texas, if you're eating some good briskets, sip on a nice reposado or anejo, just with ice, because those are heavier, more complex notes of tequila, which goes really well with the fatty, meats.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now I want to talk really quick about ranch waters. Now, I feel like
That's
all of
an
my
Austin
friends.
drink.
It
That's
is
an
okay.
Austin drink. Yes.
Okay, so it feels like all of my friends drink ranch water. So it's typically made with Blanco tequila, lime, and like bubble water of some sort. Some say it started at the Gage Hotel's White Buffalo Bar, which is in Marathon in West Texas. Ranch 616 right here in Austin claims it first dubbed the drink ranch water.
I want to believe that that's an Austin drink. I want to believe that.
Okay, well we're declaring it here. So do you personally have any takes on the ranch water? Because I'm a fancy girl. Maybe I'll like it more if it's a little fancy. Or anything I could add to it?
I don't want to endorse a brand, but your ranch water is incomplete without Topo Chico.
Let me tell you something. I love Topo Chico.
So take your Topo Chico bottle, drink a little bit, and then add a shot of tequila. Or you can add 2 shots of tequila. Who cares? Then, squeeze half a lime and drink it straight through your bottle. Like, that's the best ranch water.
Now, the fact that you just said, just put it in the Topo bottle and do it that way, now that's it. I have to try. That's literally might be something I tried this day. Like, that sounds so good. So, this has been a treat. Is there anything else that you want or you want our listeners to know about National Tequila Day in Austin?
Just drink responsibly.
Yep.
Enjoy a good margarita. Enjoy the tequila day. That's all. Anywhere, and I'm sure anywhere in Austin, you will find some good deals, some good all-day happy hours, and those kind of things on National Tequila Day. So don't stop yourself, but drink responsibly.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for being here. This has been wonderful. I can't wait to have you back.
Yay,
Thank you so much.
Yes. Maybe on National Vodka Day. I don't know.
Yes. Yes. Bye, Sushmita.
Bye. Thank you so much.
That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. You can find links to Sushmita's social media in our show notes. If you enjoy the show, why not tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our Hey Austin newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.